All right, everybody, this is your host, Paul Gaither. This is NCAA 2014, and I'm adjusting the audio right now. I thought that I could crank it down. Okay, I thought my computer volume would mess with stuff, so that messes with my intro just a little bit, but we're getting the hang of everything, right? Okay, so we're going to cut the music off right there. The intention was to maybe run background music at a little bit lower volume, but it is what it is. Let's go, everyone. The title of the video says it all. We're back to the playbooks, and we're finally in pistol and shotgun. We're going to go by formation. I have gone in offline and added and removed certain plays. I have not messed with any formations. That has been the goal of this series so far from the very beginning. Let's get pistol out of the way real quick. You can see here we've got a laundry list of plays. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, no, 20 plays. So, we don't have to go through every single one, but let's go through the... what is the word I'm looking for? Let's go through the runs first, okay? By formation, we're in a pistol. They need to be in nickel. There's the two-man under. And part of the goal is to be on the right hash mark with this pistol so that we've got the tight end tight to the line of scrimmage. And let's start calling pistols somewhere around maybe the 40-yard line or whatever. Okay, the play is here. It's just kind of like a buck sweep of sorts. And again, we're just going to press snap the ball and let the computer take over. We get chased down backside, but if we break a tackle, we can escape. We can run down the left sideline. Moore can get the block. And Jay Ajayi can just rip off a huge chunk of yards here with the pulling guard. 72 and 77 pulling out. Or we can get caught from behind. It is a breakdown either way. What's up, Michael? I see you there. We get a pull, we get some broken blocks, we get taken down. We had an exciting run, we had two stuffs, very inconsistent, still very exciting. He's got to break a tackle, very important here, snapping the ball, getting out and around the edge, picking up a block, picking up 4 or 5 yards depending on where they want to spot the ball, even as few as 3 yards. Center pointing out the blocks, and we're getting off and we're getting tackled for a loss of yards. So it is a very hit or miss kind of play, but that is what happens whenever you call buck sweeps. And this one's called strong power, but you get the same idea. So, in principle, I like it. I don't like inconsistency in the running game, but for the excitement and the fun, I think it's kind of interesting. Plus a faster back versus necessarily a power back. I would say when we look at the roster real quick here, I kind of feel Jay Ajayi is more in the power category. Not that he lacks speed, but he's like, yeah, he does have the 90 speed. I thought he was like a stronger power back, but he's not a scat back. He's not a speed back. And our other backs are actually a little bit slower, but he also only has the 81 acceleration. I think that's where I got the idea. And he's the strongest one on the team. He's got the slower acceleration. His break tackle is 83. His trucking is 84, which also says he's a power back. Doesn't mean you don't have speed and power. The 89 stiff arm and all that, yeah, pretty much is a power back. Michael, I see the comments. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Also, I have your videos on watch later. I want to get through this. I want to watch them during lunch. And it says, your throat hurts bad, so you won't be able to record the next episode next week. Hey, look, get better. Your health is more important than a stream, buddy. I'm going to tell you that. So, get better one step at a time. I know in the United States it's a lot harder to just go see the doctor about stuff. I don't know about clinics and things like that. I don't know about other kind of remedies. I know that one of the advantages of living where I live is we actually have national and privatized medical care, and going to the doctor isn't going to completely destroy your entire life. Like, I'll never financially recover from being sick, so I guess I'll just try home medicine, right? We got half-back zone is our next play here. And again, we want to face some kind of nickel two-man under situation. They've got 6 in the box. We've got 5 with a tight end blocking. So we're just going to hand it off. And our running back doesn't have the most ball carrier vision, only 77. But with enough linemen to block everyone in the box and we hit double teams, yeah, he just runs right into the guy. So the previous play had some pretty good ball carrier vision, and then the 77 shows up as Jay Ajayi is like, I have break tackle very hard. I lower head. I hit crown of head into guy. I get concussion. I break my neck. I get blown up by linebacker U, linebacker, because Penn State gets that nickname. Instead of hitting cutback where all guys are, I lower head into linebacker and then get fucked up. Okay, great job, JHIA. That is why we don't call zones for you, JHIA. That's why we don't call zones for you, but we call zones for our guy with 82 ball carrier vision. So, halfback draw should be very easy. When we snap the ball, he gets a pencil and paper out, and he draws a picture that he thinks is really pretty that we put on the fridge. Right? Okay, that works just as intended, and we don't need to go over that in great detail. I want to make this entertaining for you and not bore you with the same runs over and over again. We're going to do halfback dive. Now, this is more of a J.A. play because there is no reading. It's just a straight-up gap dive, and we just let him get out there and get after it, right? We're just hitting a specific hole. There it is. It's the weak hole right there, time and time again. So knowing your back, knowing your skills, that makes a difference. Okay? Going through it here, now we've got counter. Again, keep it simple for J.A. And basically, we're pulling both the guard and the tackle. We're running behind number 78. He kind of got pushed, like the lineman got pushed in his way, but we're just running behind 77. We need that kick out. And there you go. He can just rip off big yards. Now, obviously, they're going to want to stack the box and stop us, but I like it a lot. Keep it simple, stupid. Not calling him stupid, but just keep it simple, stupid, like as a head coach. Jet sweeps, we're going to get to in a little bit. There's the halfback slam. Again, we're just going against two men under, so they're at a disadvantage on defense, but I just want to make sure that the runs have the correct animations and everything works as at least intended so that we can punish them for bad alignments and everything. Like, that's a big goal. If they try to stack the box or whatever, then we want to be able to handle the rest. And then whenever they win a double team like that and 40 can hit the hole, that's also really good. And by that, I mean, look at what happens with 71 and 72 here is the defensive tackle splits, gets the knee down, anchors down, doesn't let the line get to the linebacker. So he basically holds 72 in place. This is also, oftentimes they call defensive holding. Like, you can see it in the animation. You're like, why is 72 like doing that? It's because 91 puts his hand inside his neckline of his jersey and he yanks him down with his strong right arm. That pulling action that 91 had, he committed a penalty of defensive holding, but I challenge you to find a referee who's legitimately going to call that play more than once every like 3 games or something. It just doesn't happen, and it's part of the football game, and we kind of just accept it in our sport. Justin Smith was really good about doing that, and you're taught to do that on defense and like basically make the ref throw the flag. But yeah, just yanking him down and doing that is just enough to free up our linebacker because suddenly we go from 4 down on the line versus their 6 to now just their 5. And really, when you look at it, it's just like the 1-2, the helmets on helmets right here. And they're supposed to have, they have their 5 offensive linemen. We got 6 in the box, yeah. So their tight end is 6. So they're 1-on-1 across the board, and now they're -1 because we pulled them down. That's the correct math. I can math. So basically, they were even on math, and now, because of techniques like that, we end up getting a stop. So that's what football is all about, baby, and I like it. I like the animation. I like the way it plays out. I like everything about that. So we're going to do all these like options and motions and all of that and see how the pitch action and everything works later, but let's just go with regular old plays. And here it is, read option to the boundary. So this should be just a simple, if he stands up, we hand it off, and he does, and we do. And let's just let AJ Ajayi do his thing. So we're just reading the double team here as a runner, and he doesn't keep it, so we're here. And we don't have like a super fast running quarterback, but I did watch Southwick run the football several times against Fresno when I watched a real life football game. And then just run up and slide and pick up the free yards. Pick up 4+ yards is all we were hoping for. And if you can get even more inside, that's what's up. They don't have to be QB runs all the way to the end zone for 50 yards like Colin Kaepernick. They can just pick up 4, 5, 6, whatever. You're just trying to win the game on the ground like that, and we're just trying to get to the edge and just slide it out. We got 7, and then just go to the next play, right? Just slide it out, and make it 2nd and 3. That's the only point of it. Now, personally, I'm of the mindset and the grind set that if the quarterback is running the ball, he needs to be treated like a football player. And I just say, stay off the sprint key and just let him get tackled. You know, it's like if you're going to do it, then be okay with him getting tackled. And then I'm going to just hold the RB button, which I believe is protect the football. And try not to get popped. And if you don't like it, then don't put your quarterback up against a safety to get blown the fuck up, right? Honestly, I don't think that the quarterback should be allowed to slide. I think if you're willing to run, you better get out of bounds. You know, you better like physically dive on the ground forward. Like, I do believe that they should be protected from having people just like do a kidney stab into them like on the ground. But if they do a give up, just like in college football, like you should be able to forward slide give up or whatever, if that makes any sense. But you shouldn't be like, don't touch me, slide. Like, college football has the give up play. I get that. Like, there is a value of player safety and everything, but also I don't think that that quarterback should just be able to run with impunity. So, I think I noticed that the audio for the game isn't playing through. So, let's try to fix that. Okay. We've run all of those. Now, let's go to jet sweep. The kidney stab plus the gator roll of the leg. Exactly, Patrick. Great to see you here. Yeah, it's like you shouldn't have the illegal hits just because of the quarterback. That's dirty football. No one should have dirty football, and you should be able to protect yourself. But if you're a quarterback and you're on this football field, you should be able to be hit as well. And like you say that, you play quarterback and you get hit like that. I've played amateur ball. I'm a big guy. I played offensive line. I still feel like, as someone who's played offensive line, if you're out there on the field, you should play. If you can't take it, then maybe you don't belong on the field. So this is just a handoff, or is this an option? I believe it's a handoff, like always. Yeah, there's no need to like hold A or whatever. So it's just a regular jet sweep. Crystal Fang says, hello, first time stream tuning in to you. From you at least. Okay, no, that's wonderful. Super appreciate it, Crystal Fang. Let's go. Love having new fans, new people. I hope you've checked other videos that I've done at other times, and we really love having the audience grow and the interaction, so thank you so very much. We just talked about jet sweep here. It's very simple. There's no holding A, there's no reading or whatever. It's just letting the wide receiver take the ball, and I guess the other comment that I should make is, again, we have the tight end here and everything. We're to the boundary, and we have the Y button receiver. He's inside the hash, so we've got two receivers to the field, and we're just coming across in a tight, compact area. We're reading the block of 87, everything. The only thing I don't like is Jay Ajayi isn't getting out there for the proper block. Maybe we should let 27 be our lead blocker like that. We should literally potentially run in such a way with 17 to let 27 pass us and then go around him. Maybe that's what we want to specifically do. Sometimes I like just reading the double team on the tight end and the tackle, but let's allow Jay Ajayi to get out there and let us pick up the extra yards. And then it says, I think I've checked out a few videos of yours a while back. Super appreciative. And any comments, any feedback that you bring, as Patrick and everyone else, are super welcome and invited here. And I really listen to my audience. Michael, who isn't here, maybe wasn't here, has actually given us great advice and helped us out. So has Denny and many other wonderful viewers. So we're just going around the edge. We're not going to waste time. And hey, we didn't get the blocks picked up, and that's jet sweep. Let's not waste all day on it. Okay, so there's the play action jet sweep. We're going to get to that later. Any other plays that we want to look at from this pistol situation? Yeah, going in the same direction, we have motion, option, strong. Now, the problem that we run into with these option plays where you have the pitch man is that the person you pitch to gets like frozen or stuck in place. So if he gets frozen, we're just going to abandon it and cut it, but we're going to try it. I believe LB button is the pitch option. So does the first guy stand up? No, so we're going to keep it. We're going to run out here. He's catching the pitch man. Basically, I think the safety was trying to play the pitch man, so we wanted to keep it. So triple option, basically, and it's just the handoff up the gut, and we got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Crystal Fang then says, played some older Maddens on Zinnia, and what is Zinnia? That's interesting. Oh, is that like a kind of like a thing for simulation? What's going on? Did my Xbox freeze? It didn't. The Xbox didn't freeze. Oh, I was in replay mode. Okay. I was tripping. Okay, is Zinni, I'm assuming, an emulator for it, and say '08 runs perfectly minus some graphical issues. Right, I believe you mean '08. You mean like the PS2 style. And yeah, PS2 emulator is going to run perfectly. On the Xbox 360, trying to emulate original Xbox, it's a bit choppy. It's not the best thing in the world. Just to let you know, Crystal Fang, if you missed out, I used to run a physical original Xbox that's been modified and running all my videos on that. The hard drive is crashed. I can get it repaired. I just need to schedule it up. I'm expecting repairs to happen in December-ish because it's a matter of like organizing time with the person, saving up the money on the side for that because I have my bills and my family and everything. But I do hope / expect to get the Xbox up and running, as we say in Spanish, sí or sí. Like that means yes or yes, no excuses. In the December-January timeline, like send it out, get it back, and we're going to get old school PS2 era, because it's the original Xbox, but PS2 era Madden games and everything going. And then Zinnia is the Xbox 360 emulator. That's interesting. That's very interesting, Crystal Fang, because I'm on an actual 360, as you can see by here, and I've tried running the old school Madden games, and they're all laggy and choppy. The NCAA games run a lot smoother. It is what it is. I appreciate the feedback. I don't have like a PC, like a personal computer for like emulation gaming, but I do have my laptop and I enjoy it a lot. And it says, so you're playing the 360 games, that's fantastic. And if you mean just literally that era games, oh, they're just so great. Like it's so great and smooth how well they play. And you say, ironically, they at times run better than the PS2 counterparts on your hardware. Hey, that's interesting. Like they run smoothly. I think the PS2 versions of '08, '07, whatever, are better football games. But the most important thing is enjoy what you enjoy. And off camera, I was actually playing some '08 and trying to do slider stuff to potentially have some silly fun '08 NCAA and Madden gameplay that I was trying to keep secret. But Crystal Fang, you're here, you talk about it, and I gotta let the cat out of the bag. That's something that I was working on the side. You're a user that makes it worth it, right? To release that information. You say, ironically, at the same time, run better than that. Okay, it's the same comment that I was just reading a moment ago. Fantastic. So whenever he stands up, we take it as the quarterback, and then we do the pitch right there because he came crashing down on us, get a few extra yards. They are better, but yeah, push the older hardware to their limits, absolutely. Let's go here. It looks like the pitch worked just fine. We're like this. We give it to the pitch man, and he doesn't slow down. That's the thing. That's the number one thing we were looking for. It's the second time we've pitched it in a row, and I didn't see or feel like a freeze or anything. So why is it on this option he can run it just fine, but other pitch plays they can't? I don't know. I won't ask any more questions. It be what it be. And then, there they talk about the play that's set up. So how about we just shut the computer up and we call two-man under. We're in, by the way, Fang. If you don't know or you didn't find out, we're basically playing this in such a way that practice mode has auto pass on. We're trying to play it so the computer is the one passing the ball, because as a human we can just cut the defensive part. So the one thing I don't like about this play is the comeback by B, and he is the primary receiver. But I think just a simple hot route of like a little high-low with A and B and the quick slip and that kind of thing can be a fun little play. So it's a little play action here, drops back, and then he kind of back foots this. And I don't usually like hot routing routes in the game. That's something that I want to get to another layer about. But I kind of like just playing the plays as they are. And I also don't like the fact that he's back footing this throw. But it be what it be. It's a handoff. No, wait, just gotcha. And then he throws it off balance. And then what if he just runs the regular play? How is the route? The handoff, the release, looking, throwing it deep. He's got it. This quarterback can handle this play. Yep, as you said it as well, it is what it is, right? Like the Bill Belichick, it is what it is. I know that he didn't invent that phrase, but my goodness, did he popularize it one way or another. So now we're going to go motion option weak, okay? Two-man under. We've got our read man, we've got our pitch man, which is the corner. He says no, we go here, we pitch here. We're not really getting any yards, but he didn't freeze, and that was an important aspect. That says no, we're going here. Then we go here, and we needed some blocks. The play works, and we don't need to dive into too much more detail. It works. It's fun. Just fun football, you know, getting the ball out there. It's not exactly rugby, but that kind of idea of the pitch action. So it works. I like it. Play action boot left from the pistol. Again, we're just doing 2-man under, which is some pass defense. Will the computer run it? And he does, and he switches out, and he throws it out, and he can complete it. He can make the reads. He can make the throws. That's all one could ask. We'll see how he handles the defense, but he can actually operate the play. So we're looking for more play actions. We've already done the comebacks version, which, again, I don't know why I didn't cut that play. That could be a play that I can easily cut, and that I need one other play to easily cut. We're going to look at play action flow now against, again, a 2-man under. Hand it off. Oops, wait, gotcha, bitch. And then he does this stupid stuff, which tells me that alone is a reason to cut it. And it's the same problems we've seen before with A going across the field and everything. That he tries to Chad Henne this. You'd understand if you watch the Madden video. And he tries to Chad Henne it again. So that's 2 plays to cut, both of which are play actions. The flow and the comebacks. I don't know why I didn't cut it previously. There must have been some reason I overlooked it. Play action on the jet sweep. So we've run the jet sweep. How does the play action on the jet sweep look? Do we have problems with RB, or can we run the play like normal? So let's just hand it off here on the jet sweep. Oops, gotcha. And it's the problem that we were expecting, that he's going to do one of these and just throw it. And yeah, he looks like a dumbass. Just throwing it into the dirt like that. Like, you want a reason to cut a play? This is a reason to cut a play. Right? Doing stuff like this. I'm Jimmy Garoppolo against the Packers. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, that's not what I want to play. I wish I could set the computer's playbook so they also don't ever have those kinds of plays either. I already did the play action boot left, right? Correct? There's 4 verticals. We're just looking for more play actions and stuff right now. Slip screens. No, there are no more play actions. So now we're going to take a look at slants and some of the other specialty plays. The reason we want to look at slants is, does A run out of bounds, or does he cut it off before he runs out of space? So get the snap, do the little 1-step hop, make the throw, and we got it. Let's do another one. Take it, the little 1-step hop, makes the throw. He knows how to operate the play. You just got to throw and catch it. You got to be able to hold on to it. But the play works. Slants is here to stay. Halfback slip screen should be easy. I do not normally like the in-breaking routes like this in this video game, the out-breaking route from Y, because they just jog it out. But the only reason we're accepting this is because it is, in fact, a slip screen play, which gets read by the defense, but he still picks up some good yards. This time the defense doesn't read it as well, and we get some yards. And instead of having Jaya out there, we can have someone else with better ball carrier vision and a pass catcher. But when Jaya gets tired, we can have our other ball carriers out there playing those plays. Okay, let's take a look. 4 verticals says it all. How does the computer handle 4 verts? I try to say I like to call these once per quarter. You don't want to spam them. You just want to threaten the defense and say, hey, we're willing to call it, and just let it ride. So we call it this one time in the first quarter or whatever, and he launches it and says, hey, we're willing to 4 verts it, and we're not just going to spam it. So let's take a look at the replay really quickly here. And what I mean by like spamming it is, again, the way the system is set up is you could potentially easily throw this with a pass lead to the right and just get it to that little X, and then he can like user catch it and everything. It is what it is. You can cut them apart as a user. So it is what it is there. And then bubble screen. We had our normal slants play. I would say we would come out of this bubble screen most likely, but let's see if he can handle the little slant action backside, or does he force the bubble screen even into coverage? It looks like he's trying to force it, so we need to only let this play roll against a defense that's obviously in some kind of weird soft zone, because he won't just throw it to B. That was me doing that. Oh, it's covered up. Like, okay, then he missed the target. Oh, that guy is... Okay, he's in a weird position, and he's missing. It's not me throwing the ball. He's doing that. I threw it that time a little bit earlier than he was delaying. It's a little weird, messed up play. I think this has to be a user play. And a play you don't want to spam. It's another one of those things like verticals where I don't mind like running one of them, right? And just to keep them honest. But not a super fan for computer play. What? Oh, come on. Video game. It just gets really weird with the stick for a little while. Okay, more back to the pistol. Where is it here? Okay, the formation, everything is fine. It didn't mess with it with the right thumbstick. So we're getting rid of those 2 play actions. Anything else that we're getting rid of? Not yet. Middle hook is a play to look at. Play action jet sweep is probably a play to cut. Yeah. Now see here, the route by B, by Moore, isn't a hard cut, so I'm just questioning. I left it in because maybe he can actually run that route correctly. So he drops back. He's looking. It's the same problem. It's open. The video game knows that it's open, but he chugs it out. Yeah, you can see him chug it out. I was hoping at the angle that he was running that maybe he wouldn't chug it out and he would like truly run the route. But it looks like that play has to go in the bin as well. See, look at it go crazy. Okay. So, play action comebacks, play action flow, play action jet sweep. All those play actions, but not play action boot. And middle hook. So, 1, 2, 3... 4 plays being cut for sure. 4 plays cut for sure. We needed to cut 2. So we need to cut maybe 1 more play from the list. So let's get those cut and get back to shotgun. Trying to set music up at the same time while we're doing playbooking. Really should have already had it set up if I want to be a better streamer. The real question is, what do we cut? We don't have to cut a play, but I like having plays divisible by 3, and I don't like having gaps in my playbook call screen, and we can just reduce the quantity of plays in the book. So what do we have? I think I know what I want to get rid of, actually. I think we had more fun with the dive play, and he could cut it back weak, than we had with just the defined slam. He started attacking the strong hole, and he was able to cut back weak. I think there you go, and that makes us at 15 plays. Save all plays, yes. We have 5 more plays that we can mess with. And I was in gun. And I had a lot of plays that I was working with. Split slot. How far did I go here? I'm sure I had this one. Yeah, I had the split. And let's change songs because I don't like that. Left hash, right hash. What is the point of this formation? I want to say right hash, but they're just all bunched up. I don't like the running back going to the left here. I think it should be left hash formation because we're 3-by-1 with a back. We're not going to have any kind of dig action here. Cross flood. High corner. No, we're not running that. Screen. Yeah, we're going to be checking a lot of mid-screens. We've got 5 more plays we can add. This is fine. No. Trail shake is fine. We know the circle route and X's route and RB's route are never going to get open. Stick, stick, nod. Like, sometimes it's just repeating the same plays over and over again, repeating the same plays over and over again, repeating the same plays over and over again. It's just like, here's stick, nod, here's speed option, here's whatever. But that's also part of football. Give them the different window dressing of the alignments and the personnel and the formation, but you're still running the same concepts and making them respect all of those said concepts. So that play has got to go. Read option. That one's not going to work because of the way the dig route is. Everything else I like with the post wheel and the drag and all of that. Play action read is not going to work. Play action cross probably will work. Levels switch. We've messed with levels before. They don't work. This doesn't work. The sweep should be fine. The weak side screen should be. The draw, the counter, the base. This vertical, we had a different vertical. I don't think we like this one. I think we liked it when the halfback was slipping out in a different way. We don't want drive. Maybe with the hook by Y. I don't really like what's going on with RB, but we could check it out. This is, again, a little boring, but the way the swing action is in the high-low, we can at least check it out. That's not going to work. Air raid under is not going to work in this video game. This sounds nice, too. And air raid stick could be interesting, but I don't like what Y is doing here. I think he's going to run out of football field trying to catch it. And I also don't like the fact that the quarterback is probably going to force it to him. I really like stick with X being the slant player, so no, we're not going to keep that. 12 and 6 is 18. That's divisible by 3, so that's really fine. We've still got 8 plays to mess with. Here is Y trips. So that's fine. I like it. I like it. Again, we're probably going to cut one of those plays. The stick, nod, and everything. The sprint out. Is this a formation we've already practiced? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have kept this play in here. Yeah, and I would have put those plays in. We got 6 more plays. I don't like the idea of play action wide receiver screen because I think it's gives them too much time. But again, we're just trying the plays. I wouldn't have kept that in there. I wouldn't have kept that or that or that. Really, or that? We could try it. No. Nope. Nope. Inside zone for sure. High-low post, no. Halfback sweep, maybe. I don't like what X is doing. I don't like a lot of what's happening here, but I'm willing to try some of it. There is a verticals. There is just a regular flanker screen. No here. The angle doesn't usually ever work. I don't like what X is doing. I like what's happening on the other side. We can see what happens with this. That's not going to work, and then there's quick base. So, 9-11, there you go. There's 20 plays. We're one shy, or we need to cut two, but that's fine. We have 6 plays that we can mess with, and now we're in strong eye. So that is our entire shotgun playbook. I haven't done all of it on camera, but I've done a lot. I'm going to mention this other times, but I learned from playing the other college game. I told you I put the other college games in. I learned, because they told it in OA, if you hold the left trigger, that lets you jump through the letters. They don't just tell you this anymore, huh? They don't just tell you that anymore. Alright, let's set up some plays. And let's start with something as simple as split backs. And we need to go through the runs. And I'm going to pause our video or our music. And because we're back into this. And I'm just going to hide other notifications that I don't care about. And here we go. As I said before, we're looking at runs. Runs. Lots of runs out of split backs. So we're going to be left hash mark. And let's start. What are the most basic runs that we can go through? Is like a read option, a load option, whatever. Inside zone split is the easiest one. By formation. Are they going to go nickel? We have 3 wide receivers, so let's assume they go nickel. Let's assume we've like passed midfield. Maybe we're here at the 45. We just cross midfield, and we're trying to be interesting here, right? I like how the practice field has the big 50-yard line to split like the 2 halves of the field. So it's like when you're practicing, you're like, okay, you practice on one half of the field, you practice on the other half of the field, or whatever. Okay, so here's the situation. We're left hash. I like how Kirby Moore is compressed to the formation. Can Kirby Moore be compressed even more? He can. So I like that. He gives him enough space to run routes and do things. We're in a nickel set, or against a nickel set because of 3 wide receivers, so they're matching up the personnel. They have 6 in the box. They have 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers. We have 5 blockers, but we also keep a fullback in, or we keep 2 running backs in. So instead of a fullback, it's just 2 running backs. So they're still in a weird, awkward situation where they need to consider having like a safety up in the box to help them, or do they want to split too high and then we can run the ball against that? So we want to be able to run the ball here. It's very similar schemes and all things that we've talked about in the past over and over again. So I'm not trying to bore my audience. But according to this, it says I have no one watching right this second, so it is what it is. Yeah, they're manned up across the board. They've got 3/2 on the right-hand side. They've got 2/1 on the left-hand side. They're just trying to play the box and everything like that. And looks like Fields is going to come across the formation, so we probably have 78 is going to be blocking in a different way, and Fields is going to kick out against the defensive end. That's exactly what happens, and then we hand it off right in the middle like that. So it works exactly as intended, I would say. This is something that the PlayStation 2 era of games really struggled with, of the idea of the tackle would just not block this guy and would actually go to the next layer to the linebacker, and he would actually allow a puller or a backside kickback or whatever to take care of business. Like, his job is not to beat up the defensive lineman. Like, he just eats sugar, honey, and iced tea. But the point of the purpose is that he just slows down a backside pursuit. And then over here, front side, we're just one-on-one blocking across the board. And he's just attacking this hole. And there's not much for him to read other than just blast through the hole, right? Even though it's called zone or whatever, I don't think... It just thinks it looks like a powery kind of a play, right? He's just trying to read it the best he can. And he's not asked to do too much. So, I likes it. Again, basic plays. It says inside zone split, but it's very simple. Halfback off tackle. So this is a very different situation where our left tackle 78 should worry about it. We should have a lead blocker by Fields. Oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. So we do leave the backside unblocked because we just don't care. That's fantastic. And then we get the kick out by the tackle. So we should just be running behind that kick out of 71. That's what Ajay should be doing, is just reading this kick out. It's just a one read, just off tackle run like that. That's the easiest thing in the world. Just keep him busy. Just let the kick out like that happen. And just run down the field. My goodness, do I love it. Again, they're at a disadvantage because they're 6 in the box and we've got 6 blockers. And we're also not even blocking another player, right? Like, we're legitimately not even blocking all 6. We're just blocking the 3 down and the other 2 high. So we're blocking our 5. We're blocking their 5 with our 5, and then releasing the lead blocker into the secondary. And it's just a brutal play that they have to scheme up and respect. So I love it. So that's off tackle. Then there's power, where we're going to pull in a different way. So how is the blocking going to work here? I'm assuming the center is going to block down on the tight split tackle, and then we're going to pull the guard. Which we do, and we do. And it's actually a less effective play here, it feels like. And there's a lot of confusion there, and you're just trying to follow. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion and mess here. It's probably not a good run here, because you need 71 to do his thing, and then you're splitting 77, 71, and the computer's just not seeing the read very well either. That time he does a good job. He tries to go north and south. He tries to let them kick out. Maybe he is reading... No, he's not reading 72. I was going to say, what is he trying to actually read? Because we've got a lead blocker. Like, if we follow 21 through the hole, 77 doesn't have a chance. It's not his own fault. Like, what is the scheme of this play looking like? Like, 77 can't get there. 21's not leading his way through there. He gets the handoff. He doesn't have enough time to do anything. We're probably cutting this play. Play doesn't look very good. The power play. Shovel option is something that I really like the sound of. I wonder how you do this. Oh, you have LB and RB buttons. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. You're reading the first one to see if you can pitch it to him. That's so interesting. Like, I don't care about getting it right or wrong right now. I've never run this in the game before. That's so fascinating. I would assume he's coming down like this, and you just LB pitch it because 95 is crashing down on us. And then, like, here, and then I should have pitched it. My fingers are on the triggers. My fingers are on the triggers! Oh, it doesn't... He didn't pitch it. It's interesting. Okay, I'm just kind of reading the body language and knowing when to pitch. Like that. That's interesting. And he doesn't really slow down, so that's nice. I pressed the RB button, but he just stood there. I wonder if you're supposed to user control the run angle. I still got to get used to reading when you're going to shovel. Like that. He's getting caught from behind, so when do we want to shovel? Yeah, that's when he gets crashed. Like that. That's interesting. I like it, though. I like it. Okay, we don't need to run it too many times, but I think it's a very interesting play. And then there's the load option pass, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The power we want to cut. It says fullback inside. Let's look at the counters first. The counters should be self-evident. Yeah, we've got the 2 kickouts, but he gets blown up. One thing that I'm thinking is fullback, no. Halfback slot, no. Wide receiver strong, wide receiver swap, strong slot, no, no, no. Tight end backfield, no. Backup QB, no. Dual halfback swap. And what if we counter like this? And we say Ajayi is a stronger guy. Yeah, he's getting the block instead of Fields getting blown the hell up. Ajayi's like, look, I'll block for you, buddy. I'll pop a dude and drive him instead of you getting messed up. That could even really be interesting in just terms of all the other plays that we were running. Like the off-tackle lead through the hole. Having Ajayi bust a guy for you so Fields can go after it. I really like that idea of also going in here, half back, and having the Mas. Because he has the 82 ball carrier vision. Right here. So what if we did that? Oh, I like it a lot. I really like this idea. Off tackle. And just snap the ball. Let Ajayi get the block. Let the mouse read it. I mean, we got to get our actual blocks up front, but... Okay, just not getting the actual blocks up front, huh? There, he gets around. Stiff arming, he's fighting, okay. Come on, bro. Finish the block for me. Great job by the defense. I'm just... Let's go. Oh, Ajayi just let me get killed. There, he plugged the hole. I like it, I like it. I'm not going to waste your time doing the play so many times. I just saw enough consistency or inconsistency in that sense. The off tackle, and then, yeah, the inside zone split. Like, we've already seen the play, so let's just run it one time and look at the block for Ajayi. Yeah, he pops the guy instead of getting popped himself. That's exactly what we wanted to see, so we don't need to run it again. A much better situation there. Nice. Okay. The shovel option, it also is giving it to like the fast guy inside instead of the power guy, but whatever. And now you can full back inside because now you can just power it with Ajayi. Yeah, but he's not reading it well. He does there. He read that better. It should just be a north-south run, Jay. Oh, you shouldn't read like that. Maybe we can't flip this. Maybe we can't run it. Yeah, he's a little wonky. He's inconsistent, but that's the 77 ability. This is all him. Interesting. Interesting. Counter. That's what brought this up. Yeah, Ajayi really helps you seal that block. That's what's up. Okay, and then also having the faster guy with the slip screen or whatever catch the ball, having the receiving back catch the ball. I like that too. That was counter, fullback inside, halfback gut, and there's draw. There's halfback gut and draw. Draw is obvious. Let's look at gut first. Ajayi is just doing the kick out against the linebacker. And he got the block that time. Solid, solid. Love it. Draw play. even with his 82 awareness, he's trying to take it in weird angles. Not awareness, but ball carrier vision. It's the first time he runs it where I would actually try to run it. Now he's actually running it where I expect him to. Okay. I don't know if I like it. I think the main point of this formation is to spread them out into like a nickel, but we're still in two backs and just trying to run it on them. I mean, even all the plays themselves look like they're a bunch of runs. So just trying to effectively run the ball at them from a gun position. Speed option makes sense. Yeah, that's how you get fucked up. That's how you get crushed. Just try to go out of bounds, quarterback. That's me running the football, but yeah. Absolutely wrecked. It's also not a very good play in general. Picking up 4 yards, we're doing all this risk just to get 4 yards or get clobbered. Yeah, anytime we go north-south, if I user control and go north-south against the safety, we're done for. Like that, he just gets folded up. What if we do it like that? I'm just user controlling it. But what if when we keep it, we just read that? We read the double team out the hole. I like it. Read the double team out here. Wow, he got tackled. You got to see that running back if he's there or not. Just read the double team and split it. That's what I say as a quarterback. Let's just read 65 and 77. You read the pitch, and then we release like that. I like it. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. But I like it as like a user-controlled running play. Okay. Gut, speed option, triple option left, and all of these counters and so forth. Okay, there's a lot more like wonky, weird, cool plays to run. Let's look up load. Okay, what am I reading there? I don't know what I'm reading there. Because we're not blocking him off the edge. We're not even trying to block him off the edge. We're just getting our quarterback hit. Yeah, we're fumbling. We're fumbling. Like, it's okay to run it bad. Run it poorly. We're not getting a block. So how quickly are we pitching this? Like, too quickly? What are we doing? What is the point of this play? What is the design that I'm missing? Right? I don't like it. If we try to flip, like, super early, like, we risk the fumble, and what are we getting out of it? Back to the line of scrimmage? It looks stupid. I would like to have Ajayi, like, pop that guy. So the load, to me, is the first one that needs to definitely be cut. And it's also an auto-motion play, so, yeah, I thought it was just going to be an end around. It's green, so I should have known it's auto-motion, but I didn't. The tripling of the options, and again, treating Ajayi like a fullback, like a power back. Like, okay, you don't want to power it? We'll just take it like this. Don't need a lot of speed. And we'll just take it. Yeah, it's a pick six right there. Give me better blocks outside of the wide receiver position. Okay, that's enough. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. I love the opportunities. That's just fun football. That's a regular triple option. Triple option pass. Let's see how he handles it. He can handle it pretty well. Little college-y offense. I love it. Okay, then this read option. Pretty easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Easy like Saturday morning. Pretty easy, pretty chill. Don't need to bore you with running it too many times. And then dart triple option left, counter triple option left. Let's do the counter triple option left. Again, I know we've got the advantage because of the light box. But that's part of the point. Like, how do these plays run? So, this is the read, and we say no. And then this is the pitch man, which we say yes, and give it to a Ajayi. And we're like, no. And we're letting Ajayi get it, and that's fine. That works really well. And then triple option dart, whatever. I mean, that should have been a regular handoff, but it is what it is. We're just getting yards on the ground, just stealing yards from them. Pick up 5, follow the puller. So good. So good. Really dangerous to run the ball with all of these plays. It's the load option and load option pass that we're going to cut as 2 plays. The triple option pass was fine. Where are the other play actions? Here's the other triple option left. I don't think we ran that one. We ran this triple option. But what about triple option left? I think that's one that we didn't get to. And whether or not we did, that works really well as well. So counter triple option left and the triple option left. So there's the counter and the triple option. There's the dart, triple option left. So what is the difference with the dart and the counter? So we've got the triple, the dart, and the counter. The read. The triple option the other direction. The draw is, I think, the play that needs to be cut. The counter... The speed options, the power needs to be cut. The load options and stuff, those need to be cut. The slip screen should be a pretty obvious and easy play. Just drop back, and then he screens underneath, and he gets the ball to this guy, and he just gets down the field. It's pretty easy. Scissor flats. Seems like a fun little high-low XY and then a little scissor action with the running back going out to the flats. Nice little completion. He can read it. He can throw it. I like a lot of the plays here. Play action, wheel curl. Okay. Again, letting the not faster, because he actually is slower than Ajayi, but letting the scat back go get it. You've got like a bubble screen of sorts. You've got a play action kind of bubble screeny looking play. He's going to hand it off. He's going to look, and he's going to throw a pick. Okay. He's going to look. He's going to be off, and it's going to be nothing. So it's a cool looking play that's like almost an interception and throw the ball away. And he's trying to do weird dumb shit. Okay, that's going to be gone then. Okay, so the wheel curl, definitely a dead play. Now, earlier we saw scissors flat. So the curl flat on the left side and the scissor action. If we look at under, it's kind of the same play. It's the same thing on the right, and it's a curl flat kind of with the release. So this is mostly the same play with a weird inside release. And he's like a little weird about it. Yeah, that one is a little weird about it. And the third time, yeah, he's really weird about it. Well, that's why we practice them. We see the fact that he's really weird about it. What else? The same combination here with under clown. So he's got the inside release, but instead of like the little circus route, it's like here there's like the under and the under clown. Super weird about it. Don't really like it. The scissor play was a lot better. We have regular slants. Those should be easy and obvious. The thing that I like more than like an I formation or an under center slants play is under center, he's got to back up and he throws it to a player like this behind the line of scrimmage. But here, as soon as he gets the ball and he's ready to throw, there's no one for him to throw backwards to. And so he just has to choose the best option instead of the weird little check down that ends up being like a loss of 4 or 5 yards. Okay. I like the runs. So for our mental check, we like scissor flat. We want to get rid of the load option stuff. We want to get rid of the power O stuff. The play action wheel curl and the under and the clown under are things we want to get rid of. The triple option pass was fine, if I remember correctly. And wide receiver screen is the only thing left. And this play should be fine as long as we remember to put Kirby with a little bit of spacing. Yep, I think it's fine. So, let's go and make the adjustments. And we're back up. Let's go. By formation. Gun. Now we see the next thing is that they have the 5 wide receiver tray flex as the first play in the pile. So it's literally 5 wide receivers. They don't have a running back in there. Yeah, it says 5 wide receivers, Paul, but sometimes in Madden, like, they actually have a running back or a tight end or someone in there. Left hash mark is what we're looking at. Empty stick is very easy. By formation, so they're going to want some kind of like dollar store combination. Maybe 2-man under. Alright, how's it going to handle lion stick? Pretty well. He reads it. Flood switch. Ask coach. I'm worried about these in-breaking routes like X and A. I don't know if he's going to be able to handle this very well. But that's the goal, is to get it to a player like that. Yeah, that's the purpose of those plays. To get it either down the seam to RB or whatever, right? Even as you look at it, you can be like, yeah, RB was super covered. That's great. You're just really, all those other routes just designed. And see, that's the problem. I don't mind missing on one of these if he's taking a shot. Yeah, just steal the yards there, bro. And that is a great time to cut off that music, as that was a very good song. So the flood switch, I'm not super in love with it because he can miss, and if we do need to make a cut, that could be a cut that is easily made. Stick nod, well, we've already run stick, so let's look at the stick nod. And what is the game likely to run? It's likely to run something like this. I don't know, overload 3 fire or whatever. And he doesn't run out of bounds. He's got enough space and actually can catch it. That's really good. Takes a snap. I don't like the way the tackle runs all the way across the formation to help out. I wonder if there's anything I can do as a player to prevent that and just let them get their blitz. Like overload 3 fire and say slide protection aggressive. He still goes across the formation. Slide to the right. He still goes across the formation when I tell him to not go across the formation. That's so dumb. It's just a stupid game like that. I notice he's not like pump faking. So we're just throwing like an out route to the left. I'm kind of bored of just a quick out. But stick and stick nod can still be plays. Double pivot, and then we'll come back to the other plays. Cover 6 flip. He can read it, he can throw it. Hey, if he can read it and he can throw it, that's what's important. Hey, it's not the best play for us, and we're not playing against man coverage, but if he can read it and he can throw it, that's an important part. Verticals Y shake should be super obvious. QB blast should be obvious. Slot corner. How well does he handle a slot corner? Well enough. Well enough. So you got verticals shake and 4 verticals. Those are fine. How about H option? He can complete it. Did the other foot come out of bounds before the inbound foot landed? Hey, he can do it. The midline screens, we're just going to look at all of them in a little bit. The H option, the jet sweep should be very obvious. Let's see if it's actually any good, though. Yep, pretty easy. Yep, pretty easy. We're going to look at midline screens last if we can hold off for it. We got wide receiver screen. We'll call cover 6 flip. Yeah, cover 6 is a really good play to stop a lot of combinations, but man coverage is what stops a lot of these like wide receiver screens. So like cover 6, if you find your opponent's running a lot of cover 6, you screen them up. And if they're not, then you like do the man beaters. So that's fine for me. Speaking of which, I think we're going to start looking at all the midline screens at this point. So let's go. Where is a good cover 6 for them? Here's a cover 6 flip. So is this going to be an illegal man downfield screen? Snap the ball. It's like a super illegal man downfield. Like the linemen are running like 40 yards down the field, it feels like. I mean, they would be in the end zone if it was 40 yards. But yeah, they immediately take off. How is this not just illegal as all hell? Like, I don't play this because it's illegal. Look at that. Ineligible receiver downfield. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, I think all the midline screens are going to be like that, and that's what I'm worried about. It's a classic late 80s Boise State play that continues throughout their franchise, or if you call it franchise, their school history, we should say. Play type, passes, screen passes. Here from the bottom up is a midline screen. And again, they just bail early, regardless of the success of the outside blocks. They just bail so quickly and illegally. That's what I was afraid of. I think this is one of these two we've already run, and then we're going to look at the other one. Yeah, one was out of empty in the middle, and the left one is another look with a running back. Is this one like a little less illegal? At least a little less? No, they take off immediately as a ball is snapped. They don't drop back and then take off. They just straight shoot off the line to go blocking. Yeah, super illegal. I'm sure they all are. But I put them in the book. They're Boise State Classic. And yeah. From the bottom up. Here's another one. Yep. Regardless of it working. Is it 72 or whatever? Just ran down the field like that. Yeah, 72 is just running downfield. Again, sure they all are, but you just try them and see what comes of it. Here's another one. And I can take them out off camera. The guards should be the ones taking off in 71, and they do. There's a mid screen we can look at in a little bit. There's another midline screen that I've added to the playbook. Yeah, they're all illegal as fuck. All of them. And then halfback mid-screen, I thought I cut this. Throws the ball high up in the air. Okay, that's dumb. Let's look at the play action bubbles. We're going to go here. I mean, it physically works. It's not a good play, but it physically works. Let's hand it right off in the middle. No, then let's throw the bubble. And you're not going to call it against the kind of coverage that looks like that. You're just going to hand the ball off here. But it physically works, so we might hold on to it for a time that we see deeper coverage. And we're trying to get the quick little play. We're at least going to hold on to it for now. FL screen is easy. Play action SE screen. Pretty sure this is a left hash mark formation. Yeah, the way you've got the tight end split out and you've got the running back to that side. Yeah. Obviously, you want to go against this against something that looks like a cover 6. Yeah. I think it's, again, a fine play. It's just not good against man. That means they're just, like, stopping it, but it's not a play we're going to cut. It's just a play that we've got to get out of if we don't like the look. The bubble screens should work just fine as well. All the other plays seem fine. Okay, so we're back to gun pass. Oh, that we want to go to formation. Guns. Anything else to look at? There's the QB blast. The pivot's a play we can kill, so we can say, like, hey, flood switch, get out of here. Midline screen and double pivot, get out of here. Option was really good. So if we cut flood switch as 1, stick nod was boring as 2, mid screen as 3, double pivot as 4. Maybe we keep one of those plays, so instead we're just keeping 1, so we have an even or a divisible by 3 combination. The double pivot. I see we could keep the stick nod, but you're not selling anything there, so the stick nod I think is one that has to go. I think flood switch with those double weird out route plays, whatever. Yeah, flood switch we can keep. So we can, or sorry, not keep. We can cut. So double pivot we'll keep. Yeah, 5 wide receiver flex. We'll keep the double pivot. And we'll start cutting midline screens. Midlife crisis screens. really not a fan of what Jay Ajayi is doing here. Like, we've got all the other blocks, we've got everyone else accounted for. Who's he aiming for? The corner? This is a reason to cut this jet sweep. It's because we should, in theory, ask Ajayi to get that safety. Yeah, it's not a good jet sweep. I think we're going to cut that.
Vou deixar sua bunda ardendo, vou dar tapa, tapa.
good. end. And I can hear, I know the story ends with broken hearts and us playing pretend. Break me down, down. Break me down. Break me down, down. Break me down.
All right, everyone. If you've made it this far into the video, one, I super appreciate you. Two, I just have too many distractions between the combinations, lunch getting ready, getting piled with notifications, both on my phone and otherwise. I really appreciate each and every one of you being here, and I'm going to finish this up, and I told my wife, like, give me just a moment to wrap this video up for right now. We've been just over the 2-hour mark. I think that's really successful. I want to discuss the things that we've seen in the video. I'm not a big fan of the stick nod looks. The stick is fine, but the stick nod I don't like. I like this Z spot, like the auto roll outs. I like having at least some vertical force as a threat. I've mentioned that before. Y corners, like the inside breaking routes, are still a problem no matter what. The play action screens are not something that I like. The quarterback runs are nice. Some of these play actions are absolute trash. Even the plays that I haven't run, I'm going to give you a basic rundown of the things I'm looking at. Slot out has an out-breaking route that is a problem there. These play-action reads are nice. The slants are fine. The runs are fine. The verticals, the regular slip screens and all that are fine. The play-action versions of the screens are the ones I have the problem with that I mentioned earlier. Some of these whip routes and everything, these Y and X button, these wide receiver option, wide corner stuff, I'm going to be looking at the sticks, the cross floods. It's all a whole bunch of the same things, right? It's the stick, it's the slant, it's the run, it's the screen, right? And then the occasional other route combinations that we have available to us. The shakes, the verticals, the pivots, right? Like, and the pivots are based on the screen ideas. And you're going to see those same things over and over again, the trail Y shakes and everything. The sails and the trails, right? The verticals and the spots, the spacings, the floods. Like, we're just kind of looking at all these different combinations. I think flood is probably going to fail. Let's just take a look at that one really, really fast here. Because it has like the way that the routes are breaking out. Now, if it gives them a chance to speed back up, I think the quarterback, like that did, the quarterback has a chance to actually get it to him. He chugs it out and then they speed up. But you can see there, he's even throwing interceptions and everything. You see the plays where sometimes the quarterback is like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know. And then like he even like misses like wide open targets and everything. Those plays get cut. And then we keep the plays where he can actually run them, even if they do or don't work. Those are the kinds of things I'm going to be doing off camera. I'm really appreciative of you and everyone else. And I'm going to see